Alright, so let me tell you about one of the weirdest and most terrifying criminals California ever produced, and the insane way he almost got away with it forever. Like, this guy should have been caught in 5 minutes, but instead he pulled off a multi-decade disappearing act. Before we get to the reveal, picture this. There is a guy sneaking into people's homes after midnight, not to steal TVs or wallets. No. He stands over sleeping victims, places dishes on their backs, and whispers one random name again and again like a haunted toy stuck on repeat. Bonnie. Creepy, right? And here is the worst part. Nobody knows who he is. Not the cops, not the neighbors, not even the people he attacked. To everyone, he is just a shadow with anger issues and a strange obsession with kitchenware. But here's where things get wild. In the daytime, this same guy looks like the friendly neighbor who would help you find your lost cat. Clean cut, fit, nice haircut, polite smile. Works in law enforcement. Gives safety talks. The absolute last person you would suspect of crawling through windows like a feral raccoon at 2 in the morning. And yes, we will get to who he really is later. Just hold on. Now rewind. Before he became a full-time nightmare, his childhood was basically a flashing red warning sign. Violent home, controlling father, fear everywhere. Instead of raising a kid, his dad accidentally built a villain. By his teenage years, this guy was not just breaking rules, he was crushing them. Breaking into sheds, stealing random things, hurting animals. It was like he was completing some kind of future criminal starter kit. Then comes the biggest twist. He becomes a cop. Yes, a cop. He joins the Navy, goes to college on the GI Bill, studies criminal justice, learns every technique officers use to track criminals, and then stores that knowledge away like cheat codes, not to stop crime, but to commit it better. The only person who ever saw the real him was his fiancée, Bonnie. Sweet, normal, kind Bonnie. She eventually realized something was very wrong with him and left. That breakup did something to his brain. It snapped something. Years later, during attacks, he would scream her name in pure rage, like he was stuck in a loop of heartbreak and hatred. Fast forward. He's 28, living in California, wearing a badge, looking so normal your grandparents would trust him to water their plants. But inside, he's losing it. In 1974, he starts breaking into houses. He does not steal valuables, not money, not jewelry. Instead, he takes piggy banks, class rings, photos, souvenirs, things nobody else wants. He steals them just to mess with people. And because he worked burglary cases, he knows exactly how not to get caught. For 2 years, he moves like a ghost, silent, precise, no mistakes. But ghosts get bored, and predators always escalate. He starts breaking into homes while people are inside. Then he starts attacking women, over and over. Same patterns, same knots, same whispering. He develops a chilling routine like the world's most horrifying habit. For 3 years, California is terrified. People double lock their doors, sleep with lights on, buy dogs, buy guns. But he slips through everything like he has a superpower. Then he escalates again. He begins murdering. For the next 7 years, the violence continues. By 1986, he has broken into more than 120 homes, attacked 51 women, and murdered 13 people. Whole communities are terrified. And then, one day, he just stops. No warning, no goodbye tour, nothing. He vanishes. Why? Because 1986 is the year DNA technology becomes a tool for law enforcement. And this guy has been leaving DNA everywhere like he is allergic to caution. He realizes the game has changed. If he keeps going, he's doomed. So he disappears into normal life. Now, fast forward 20 years. People move on, California heals, the case grows cold. But one woman decides she's not letting this story die. Michelle. Michelle McNamara, writer, crime nerd, deep dive specialist. The kind of person who falls into rabbit holes and drags the entire internet with her. She finds this old case and she gets hooked. Not casual interest, hardcore obsession. Her husband, the comedian Patton Oswalt, watches her stay up until 4 in the morning reading old reports while he brings her snacks. Michelle writes articles, interviews victims, pours through evidence, solves timelines, and keeps the case alive. She is the one who names him the Golden State Killer. Her blog and books bring massive attention, new readers, new tips, new pressure on investigators. Her work does something incredible. It reignites the case. Police reopen files, investigators take another look. Technology has evolved, and now there is a new tool, genetic genealogy. Detectives take the killer's old DNA sample and upload it to a public genealogy website, the kind of site where people discover they're 5% Irish or related to someone named Harold from 1842. And unbelievably, this works. Not perfectly, they don't find the killer, but they find his relatives. Investigators then build a massive family tree, hundreds of branches, hundreds of names, cousins, great-grandparents, distant family. It takes months, but eventually every branch points to one man, a former cop. Same age, same training, same neighborhoods, same timeline, same broken engagement to Bonnie. They still need his DNA, so they wait. One day, he throws something out, a tissue, a cup, whatever. Police grab it, test it, and it's a match. 32 years after his last crime, detectives knock on his door. He opens it like he's expecting a delivery. And suddenly, the ghost has a name. Joseph James D'Angelo. Former police officer, friendly neighbor, guy who complained about dogs barking. He's arrested, tried, and sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole. The man who once terrorized entire communities now has zero control over anything, not even what time he wakes up. And here's the incredible part. He didn't get caught because he slipped up. He didn't get caught because of some dramatic chase. He got caught because one woman, Michelle, refused to let the world forget. Her research, her writing, her obsession with the truth pushed this case back into the light. Her husband and investigative partners finished her work after she passed away. Her book sparked a wave of attention that investigators couldn't ignore. In the end, the killer's greatest enemy was not the police. It was the truth he left behind, the DNA he couldn't hide, and one woman who refused to let a ghost win. He thought he got away, but even ghosts leave footprints.